Hey there, and welcome to this video. Today I'm working on my first big Harry Potter themed drawing. It was a suggestion someone came up with a few months ago, and now I finally wanted to try it out. The suggestion was just something from the Harry Potter universe, so I knew right away that I wanted to work on a portrait of Dobby. He's such an interesting character, with so many small wrinkles and different color variations on his skin. Usually I don't really enjoy the sketching process, but more the coloring part. But I actually found it quite pleasant on this drawing. I have many good memories watching the different movies with my family when I grew up, and I saw the last one in the theaters. After my sketch was down, it was of course time for the coloring. I used a ton of different colors on him. Just for the skin alone was over 16 different markers. For his eyes I used yellow-green, grey-green, lionette gold and a bush marker. I added the shading with cool grey 5 and 7 and a black marker. And for smaller details I used a mix of colored pencils and a white jelly roll pen. For the skin I used a cotton pearl for the base layer, and then I added a pinkish white, blush, soft sun, dull ivory, tea orange, pale grape, light grape, and a variety of warm greys. I made sure to keep a few areas completely white, and I also used a colorless blender in these areas. I used a mix of baby blossoms and a tea rose marker for some of the pink parts of his skin. And for smaller details I used a black pencil, a beige pencil and a pink pencil. It was a time-consuming process, going over all the different areas with so many markers all those times. But it was quite fun, and I definitely learned about some new markers for future portraits. For his clothing I used brick beige and a putty marker. And for the shading I used a warm grey, especially 5 and 7. And for some of the highlights I used a pale yellow and the colorless blender. I used a black pencil for some of the wrinkles and smaller textures as well. I always look forward to clothing. His was very simple, but I still really enjoy drawing clothes. Towards the end I got an interesting idea I wanted to try out. I wanted to draw the sparkle that occurs when he snaps his fingers. I got the idea of using some of my golden ink for that. It's always fun to work with it, and you can almost easily overuse it. But I try to limit myself, so it feels a bit more special when used. After the last gold was applied, I had to wait for it to dry, and then I just made a few last finishing details, and then this drawing was complete. I really liked the shiny effect on this gold on the drawing, and it was just what this drawing needed. I hope you enjoyed this video, and remember, any likes or shares are really appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe to stay tuned on the next video, and you can of course follow me on Instagram for progress pictures of the next drawing I'm working on. But with that said, I hope to see you all soon.